Hey guys, today we're going to be making this beautiful design using Adobe Photoshop. The one on the left was designed using CorelDRAW, the one on the right was designed using Figma. So let's see, can we actually do it on Photoshop? Of course, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I would do is to go into my Adobe Photoshop. I've created a new canvas, dimensions 2500 by 2500 pixels, a square. So I just want to duplicate this artboard. I'll click on this artboard here, then come to this plus button by the right. I want it by the right side, so I add it. I have an extra artboard for my mood board. Okay, so I use my space and click and drag to actually activate my hand tool. Okay, so now I have two boards. This first one, I would fill it up, going to edit, then okay, I'll have to click on the layer first, then go to edit, then fill it up with a color. I just want to fill it up with a color, so it's nothing, I just want to fill it up. So now I will drag in my design elements, which I already have in this folder. Okay, I copy these color swatches, okay, and place them one after the other by clicking this clip. Okay, so I hold down shift to make sure I move them in an aligned manner. Okay, now I have the swatches. Okay, I highlight all of them together. I try to resize them, but you can see it's not uniform, so I hold down shift to make sure everything is uniform, then I place them. Okay, so I have the color swatches. The next thing I'll do is to bring in the headphone and drop it. Okay, so I have the headphone too there. Okay, so now we begin our designs. I like first working on my background. Okay, so now with the background, I think this background was like the black aspects of the designs were picked based on the color of the headphone, just to maintain synergy. Okay, because if you can see well, there are the orange tints of, well, how would I put it, the orange sections of the design. No, the orange colors in the design basically were picked from this Sony right top and maybe this charging port or whatever the place is, I don't know, but yeah, that is it. That's the idea there. So we make it a gradient black. So now we come and add a layer, go to the layer bar or the style bar, whatever you call it, it's just called the layer bar, basically the layer bar. Then add a new layer by clicking the plus button. Okay, that's on our artboard 1. Okay, so let's should I lock artboard over artboard 2? Let's leave it. Okay, so I add a new layer, then I come, instead of adding this gradient tool, let me just add a square. I don't want to just add a square. Okay, I have added the square, then go to fill, then select the gradient fill. Okay, I'll make it in form of 65 degrees here. 65 degrees will be okay. I'll click on this white bar, so I would select the color I want, so I would pick this darker black. Yes, I'll click the darker black. I don't want to use the one on the color swatch. I want to actually pick from the headphone. Okay, so you can see already that there is a part that is darker. The lower left is darker, then the top right is a little bit lighter. Then I'll come and click on the second bar too, then go for the ash pigments on this. Yep, something like this. I don't want it to be too light, so I'll reduce it a little. Okay, dark a little. All right, I think this is it. I think this is it. Okay, so I've got in the background, obviously. So now we have the light behind the headphone. So what I'll first do, I'll first bring in my headphone before I activate the lights. I drag, or better still duplicate. So hold alternate, click and drag the image to your artboard, and it's done. You've brought the design, so we increase it a little bit. So you can remove background using several methods in Photoshop, but for today we're going to be using the select tool, which obviously is the one we always use. Then select subject, and then it tries to select the headphone, which is good. Then we just go to the layer bar and then mask, add a mask. Whew. Easy, very clean and sweet. But I'm seeing a kind of a, yep, this should not be there. Let me check in the previous designs. What's there? Yeah, it's there. I think, let me see, can I zoom in? It's there, but it's not too pronounced, so I don't really know how they did theirs in their own application. But for mine, I would like to click on it, then select the erase tool, right click to reduce the size. I say 15 pixels is still too much, 4 pixels I think is okay. Then I start erasing. And this should do it. Yep, you should do it. Opacity is at 100. Let me make my opacity maybe 50. Then dig deeper. I want to just make it smooth, clean work. I'm not really sure what I'm doing though, but it's just my own opinion though. It's my own opinion to make it a little bit. It's not really noticeable, but I think it's better we do a good job on it. Okay, so we've been able to do that well. Okay, fine. To my headphone, I really want to make a little bit of adjustment, but then let me add this orangey background gradient to it first, then we'll do that. So how do we do that? We come and to the shape tools and then create an ellipse, not forgetting to hold down shift to maintain uniformity. We drag and drop. Okay, so we'll fill it out by clicking on the fill tool, going to our gradient. It automatically gives us a gradient color. We'll pick one of the bars, which is, let's say the white one. Let's give it the light color. Okay, fine. Go to the dark bar, double click, then we select the other orange using our eyedropper tool. Okay, so I want this angle to be around 130 degrees. So let me type 130 degrees. Okay, so I think, yeah, for this one it should be fine. 130 degrees, we have it there. Okay, so let me reduce the size a little bit. Let me see. Let me reduce the size a little bit more, or let me see, increase it a little bit more. Then take it down a little. It's okay. I think it's fine this way. So if you notice well, there are two circles now, and they are all behind. Okay, they are all behind. So I would hold down Alt to drag, then I'll still hold down Shift to drag to reduce the size of this one to be somewhere here, only a little bit out. Okay, a little bit out. So I want them to be like diagonal to each other. Not that it really means anything, but it's just something I want. Okay, good. So now we obviously are taking them backwards, so we holding down Shift, we click on the two of them and we drag them below the headphone. Now for the headphone, after masking, we were supposed to right click and then convert to smart object, so it will be a whole object on its own. So please don't forget to do that. Smart objects, good. So now let's duplicate one of the circles. Let me say the larger one, hold down alternate and drag, duplicated it. Then secondly, we would hide these circles, the two of them. So I would hide them using this eye tool, then bring this one behind my headphone. Okay, so what do I want to do? Guess. You already know what I want to do. So we of course select the layer, go to filter, then we use blur. Not blur gallery, blur. There are of course a lot of blur options here, but we want to use creation blur. Convert to smart object, yes, please do. Then we increase the radius. Like mine is too blurry. Okay, I think, okay, I think this is nice. Okay, so another way we can actually get the exact look we want is to reduce the opacity after doing this. Okay, so we've gotten this, but if you notice the inner part is too light as compared to these ones, so we leave it at, let me say, 330. 330. No, not 30, sorry, 330. I double click on the smart blur and it brings me back here, and I click 330. Good. So we go to opacity and we double click on the opacity, still on the layer bar at the top, as you can see where I'm clicking. Then we make the opacity, let me say 50. 50. I think it's too dark for my liking. Let's make 60. I think I like it at 65. 65. 65 not too much, it's too much. So let's leave it at 60. 60. Even the 60 is kind of too much, but yeah, let's just leave it at 60. So we have that blur behind, which is okay. I think it needs a little bit of sizing, so I'll just increase the size a little bit. Let it cover my headphone a little bit. Okay, so yeah, nice. I think this is nice enough. Notice another thing, we have a shadow for the headphone, so I would not use this one. I'll just enable one of my ellipses, then I also duplicate it, bring it in, then let me see. Okay, so I'll bring it to the middle of the two headphone ears. Now I'm not holding down the shape tool, the shift, I'm not holding it down, so I'm just trying to create this illusion of. So I'll try to match these two edges. Yes, so that's how I want mine to look. Try to match these two edges. Okay, then let me see, increase it a little. Okay. Of course, I'm not leaving like that, trust me. We go to the filter, then blur, then Gaussian blur again, then convert to sparse object. As usual, it's still written 330 is too much, so let's make it something like this. 16, no, let me say 20. Yeah, 20 is okay. Then we reduce the opacity 20 again. I think this is fine. Just I think I need to just increase it a little bit to do it the height, sorry. Okay, so opacity is still too much. Let me use 15. Very good. I think 15 is okay. It's too evident. I don't like the way it should be faint. Or let me just go to the small blur. Instead of 20, let me use 25. 25, 25, 25. 25 is okay. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. 10 is too. Let's use 12, please. Okay, so I think this is fine. I think this is okay. It's okay, definitely okay. So what else is left? Bring back our circles, please. Yeah. So for this headphone and this, I think the headphone was a little bit enlarged, or should I say yes? The size was a little bit bigger. What's the compression? Okay, a little bit. Let the S here. I don't want this S to show. Let me hide the S on the other side here. Okay. Then click on the stick button to allow it. Then we have to move the rest of our stuff too. Holding down Shift, we select all of them and move them. Okay. I'll bring this my circle a little bit outwards. Okay, so I think this is a good job already. So for the circles behind, I would definitely want to make them a little bit blurry. Unlike these two, I would like to make the second one, the smaller one, a little bit blurrier. So filter, please feel free to flex your designs. Just do them the way they please you, not definitely the way. Just be creative. That's what I want to say. Just be creative. Okay, so I'll leave this as 3. Okay, the next one, now to go to filter, blur, then Gaussian blur again, convert smart objects, and let me say 6. Okay, I think I'll use 6. I think I like it this way. Okay, I think I'll like it this way. All right, so I didn't forget you. definitely I didn't. So shift this guy. I want to make sure he's in the middle, the two of them, and a little bit of spacing again for the height. Yes, close to them. Okay, so this should be nice. This is nice. Yeah, this is nice. All right, so moving forward, our text. So just increase this a little bit. Should I? I'll just leave it this way. Okay, so our text. So for our text, I'll be adding guidelines, which I'll drag from my ruler, drag this way. So let me place it somewhere here. So my guide should start from there, or you can just adjust it a little bit, you know. Okay, so I think it's okay like this. Then on the second side, let me still drag my ruler to stop. My text should actually stop here. No, I don't want them to get too close. I think this should be okay, so that text can be visible. In a kind of way, I feel the headphone here is bigger than this one, but yeah, I feel one of the headphones is bigger than the other, but it's fine. Increase this a little bit. Yeah, let's make it this way. Shadow, please move a little bit too. Okay. Nice. Let me align this circle to the wall here. Angle, go. Okay, so I use the arrow tool to get it there. Okay, so now I have these two aligned to my wall. Then for my text, so for this text, I don't know what font type they used, but I'll be using Poppins. So I go to the text tool and click on it, then I hold and drag. Fitting in the square, right? Okay, so discover the innovative world of appliances. Discover the innovative world of appliances. Appliances. Ctrl A to select all. Then let's see if we can make everything white first. I think it's using my last settings for the spacing. I'll make it 0. Then size, let me increase the font size. Well, for the spacing, like horizontal spacing, or is it vertical spacing? I would make it automatic. Okay, so let me see, is the space not too much? Let me still increase the size. Innovative world of, increase it. Innovative world of, yeah, that's the spirit. Okay. Innovative world of appliances. Okay, so I think I'll use 35 is too much. 34, 33. Let me use 33, please. Okay, so I hold and drag it a little bit downwards. Okay. Secondly, check out the latest models from famous brands at unbeatable prices. We still come to our text tool, hold and drag, then we type. It's using the previous settings, so let me just use 12 probably for my text size. Then say check out. Okay, I think I combined the 2 of them. Check out the latest models from famous brands. Models from famous brands at unbeatable prices. Space at unbeatable prices. Is there full stop? No full stop. Okay, so think that's fine. Let me magnify, check out the latest models from famous brands. So first of all, let me highlight this, and instead of bold, let me use semi-bold. Let's see. No, it's still too much. I will just use medium. Okay, for the font size, I'll increase it a little. Okay, I think I'll go with 13. No, 14 will be fine. 14 will be fine here. So for the spacing, I think it's well spaced enough. So now for the colors, for this one, I would like to use the gradient color, which I'll go to my effects panel on the layer bar, then select gradient overlay. Oh, already now I have the color picked, but if in case you don't, just click on the gradient, select the bars, pick the colors as usual. Okay, as usual. So let me even make this a little bit lighter, as usual. So that's how you do it. Click OK when you are done with that. Okay, what is left? Just our button here. So we go to our shape tools, rectangle, and I would still select and drag from here. Okay, I'll go into fill, then I think I have swatches here, but let me still use the gradient the same way we do them. Go double click, then pick the first one, from light to dark. Okay, let's pick it like this. Okay, then on the dark one, go pick this other color, and it's fine. Let me take it to 130 degrees to maintain the global alignment for my shadings. Okay, I'll come this circle, I'll magnify then for these dots to create this rounded edges. Just I want those rounded edges pronounced. Okay, so we have it there. Then we add the text there. So text 2, we say dollars. How much? $348. $348. I highlight it. I think it's too bold, so I'll make it regular. Definitely regular. Then reduce the size by holding shift and dragging towards the edge. Color black. Let's make it black. Then hold Control to precisely select what you want to select. Then I want to magnify, alternate, and scroll up. Then I shift. Yeah, I think there's two. Let's say semi-bold, medium. Yeah, I think medium is okay. Medium is better. Okay, so $348. Huh. I think we've done something beautiful. For my headphone, I just want to do a little crazy stuff here. I'll select the headphone, I'll go to edit, I'll go to image adjustment, then I would select curves. Okay, so I just want to see if I can make it look a little bit much more sweet. Okay, so I hold it from this edge, increase the lightness, go to the bottom by a little bit, and shade it to be a bit darker towards the bottom. Yep, I think this makes a little bit of sense because it needs to be dark towards the darker areas. Okay, yeah, I think this is making a little bit more sense. Okay, then this part of this, I will prefer this side to be darker, so let me go back to this my rectangle, the fill, the gradient option, let me make it 0. Let me make the angle 0. Then for this other one, this side, I'll make it a little bit darker. Yeah, a little bit darker, please. I think this is nicer. This is nicer. Okay, so we'll leave it like this. So, alright, the last thing, we'll put our Photoshop logo. How do I do that? I don't want to go and download the logo. I go to my toolbar, then make a square by holding shift. Okay, make the color white. Okay, reduce the sharpness of the edges. Then the next thing, just add PS as a text, P, capital P and small s. Select them, medium, no, let's make it bold. Very nice. Okay, so just select my two, then place it inside. Select the two of them, but before them I think the spacing is too much here, so I'll just make it -40. Yeah, I think this is better. And select the two of them holding shift, then and this alignment bar at the top, just align this to the center, this to the center, and I think the Photoshop symbol is there. The size is too big, so I select the two of them. Oh, escape. Okay, I'll just click and cancel here. So I'll select the two of them, then Ctrl G to group them. It might work nice. Then convert them to smart objects. Then I can easily reduce the size as I want. Okay, so now I also want to make another adjustment. Click on enter for it to activate. Using my ruler, I drag and make sure I get this angle. This touch my circle here. Okay, so I actually want to place this Photoshop symbol here. Yeah, so I think I am done and the work looks okay, not as aligned as I want it yet. So why did I say so? I love alignment. I love it. I would like these things to come, the text to come a little bit in. Okay, so let me just lock this background, any selectable background. Let me lock any selectable background. Okay, I think I don't have any other side. Okay, let me lock this too. Then I hold all these guys, then using shift I move them upwards a little bit. Okay, a little bit. Let me also bring another ruler to measure this guy. Don't worry, my graph is too much. Okay, yeah, I think we have it here. It's okay. Okay, so let's do this again. Shift. So our text did not move, so let's move this guy. Shift. Okay, select the two shapes. Click the cancel here for it to deactivate. Okay, two of them have been selected. We align and everything is in the middle, and we are done. Like, we are totally done. So let me know, do you like this tutorial? Are there comments? Are there things you wish would have done differently? Kindly comment below and like, share, subscribe please, don't forget to do that. Oh hey, I'm not done. You think I'm gone? No, we go to file, export, then export as. We are not done. I got you there. Alright, then you deselect the one you don't want to export, click on the one you want to export, then export it. We export it in the same folder where we've created. Okay, save it there, and let's see how it looks compared to the rest of it, guys. Okay, are you there? Don't think it's there yet. Okay, it's there now. And wow, I think Photoshop is the king. Yeah, I think Photoshop is the king. See you guys, take care.